Hello, my friends. We are today saying hi to Instagram friends. We're saying hi to anyone watching in Facebook, our Facebook group. We're live on our Facebook page. We're live on YouTube, and we're live on my own personal LinkedIn page, which is crazy and really fun. But I figured that people, I know LinkedIn is supposed to be about work, but I figured that anybody needs a recipe that is easy to make. So welcome. Today we're going to be making a 4 ingredient, and I have all the 4 ingredients right here from a distance that you can see, but I will show you all of them. We're going to be making a 4 ingredient no bake raspberry cheesecake whip with crust. Hi. If you're in the Facebook group, I can't you can comment and I'll say hi. I see all the comments and I see all the comments. Hi, Denise. Can't stay but wanted to stop and say hello. Hello. I miss you and you're doing amazing. You really are. We all are. So let me start off by saying, so first of all, I've got my coffee. I just frothed up some Joy and I'm making myself a nice decaf coffee. And let me start off by saying and acknowledging where everyone is tonight. If you are, many of us have had a difficult day. I think that I'm going to speak very frankly and openly about what's the difficult day we've had, because I want to be, it's going to be much easier for me to do this live, honestly, if I can be open about what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. So I know it's a cooking live, but it was a difficult day. It was a difficult night. And whenever there is a situation where there are people just like you and I who are out of their homes and who are not feeling safe, then it is not a situation that I think anybody in the world would want to be in. So, and I thought a lot about, is it appropriate to do a cooking and baking live? Like, is this, on the day where a country like invades Ukraine, is this the day? And I think it was, yes, if, we still need to keep showing up, and we need to more than ever see the humanity in each other and see the humanity in the world, and not look at each other as someone who has, sorry, this is hard. Hi, Peter. Oh, it's nice to see you here. But I still wanted to acknowledge before cooking that I feel in my heart that no one is free until we are all free, and no one is safe until we are all safe. And that is really hard today for the people who live in Ukraine and the people who work just like you and me, who are bloggers, business owners, older people, younger people, it doesn't really matter. And that's really hard. So I will end with what I'm saying, with what I'm going to do about it. And what I'm going to do about it is, send a letter to my mom always makes fun of me, send a letter, but the more we speak up, the more it helps. And it's something that I'm passionate about. And I worked on a letter today to send to some world leaders to help make decisions to end this and to help the people of Ukraine feel safe. So that is where I'm at. And I know this is a strange world right now. It's really a strange world. I don't think that anybody in this generation thought that we would be talking about this or we would be facing something like this. But here we are. So thank you. Thank you for sharing the space with me, and thank you for being with me tonight. And I ask you for a little bit of your patience and love today as I bake. Actually, I'm not baking. It's a no-bake cheesecake. Funny, my mom says the same. Yeah, I'm so glad that your mom says the same. Write a letter, right? That's what we can do. It's always like whenever something like this happens, you mope for a bit, but then you're just like, I have to do something. And we're so lucky to live in a world where everyone has different passions. I don't expect everyone to have the same passion as I do, but some people are very passionate about the planet. Some people are very passionate about, um, you know, poverty and homelessness. And some people are very passionate about um, education. And some people are passionate about human rights. And I think that we all divide and conquer and do move all of these balls forward. So I will move my own ball forward, and I encourage you, whatever ball you have, whatever you're passionate about, to move that forward. Okay, and I hope that I haven't lost many of you because we're making something really exciting tonight. I've got decaf coffee ready with me. Let's switch the mood. Get it? Switch the mood. SwitchGrocery. Okay, so we are making this photo. Ooh, look at that. We're making a no bake. So this is no bake, 4 ingredient raspberry cheesecake whip. So that's like the whip. I would say it tastes like a pudding texture with crust. That is sugar friendly, keto friendly, sugar free, keto friendly, and low carb. It is a really easy recipe to make. You can use this at night. You can use this in the morning. You can have this for breakfast. And you need only 4 ingredients. So let's go through what our 4 ingredients are. I am super excited. They're all laid out here. Coming up, yes, we are making a crust. Are you joking me? With keto bars. So keto bars are, actually we'll lower the, I'll lower the camera here. Keto bars are bars that we sell on Switch. I chose them because they have very minimal ingredients, delicious, and they're also actually on, we've found a couple of boxes, just finished our inventory count, so those are on best before sale right now. And I wanted to really show you how versatile they are. We're going to be using 1 pack of Keto Chow's raspberry cheesecake. This is the keto meal replacement that is on our store. It's one of Brian and my favorites. Shoot, I hope I'm not loud, and I hope I'm not waking up Mason. So Brian's putting Mason down. We did the last 2 lives. My son, who's 2.5, we did the last live 2 lives back and didn't wake him up, turned on the Vitamix, did all this stuff. But it worked out. So I'm hoping he says, and this time works for many more people, so which is why we're here. So yes, here we go. We're doing the Keto Chow raspberry cheesecake. You need 1 of these, and you need 3 of these. So in the recipe on our website, if you go to our website, or if you just type in SwitchGrocery raspberry cheesecake, like you should get on Google, you should get this recipe. That'll help us with SEO too. Wow, I think you should get this recipe. If you type in raspberry cheesecake SwitchGrocery, I think recipe it should come up. But you need 3 bars, so you could use the dark chocolate coconut almond for a crust. I'm going to use the peanut butter bars because that'll make a really good crust. And you need Fatso peanut butter. You need that to basically bind the crust. Hey, Mark, it is good to see you. My energy is a little low today. I went over the situation in Ukraine right when I joined, but we're doing this. We are going to take control, do what's in our control. So it's good to see you, Mark. Let's make some bars. Okay. Sorry. So let's get back to Fatso. You can use any Fatso. We have many of the varieties in our store. We have maple, we have the classic, we have the salted caramel. We also have almond and seed butters. You can use that. You can use any peanut butter. So I always say that you can find replacements. So if you have some bars at home, I don't know, like I think every bar, you can change any bar into a crust, I hope, but these ones really make a good crust. So if you have the keto bars at home, definitely you can make the crust. And Fatso, the peanut butter consistency is like this, which you guys, I never knew that everyone stirred their peanut butter with a knife. I was not aware of this, but that is apparently the best way to have peanut butter. So let's do that. I'll do that, but your fourth ingredient is coconut whipping cream. This is the brand I use. It's called Chow's. I order it online or I find it in a store. I really like this brand because whipping cream is hard to find. I really wanted to make this as dairy-free as possible. It's actually vegan other than the milk protein in the Keto Chow. So it is vegetarian, of course. There's no egg whites or there's no egg in any of this. But this will make it vegetarian, not vegan, because it has milk protein in it. But I like using Chaw's coconut whipping cream. If you were plant-based, this is a great option for desserts, and it just works really well, I find. Store the peanut butter. Yes. So I learned all this trick like from Jill of Fatso, and then I made a reel, and the reel basically was like everybody stirs their peanut butter with a knife. So I'm trying to stir it. Ooh, and it's already. And then you know what? Tonight I'll put it upside down in the fridge. Wow. And like this is just the stuff that you don't know. Like I never knew that some people told me that they put their immersion blender in their Fatso, like in any jars, like of peanut butter, they actually use their immersion blender, which I feel like you'd have to take. Ooh, this is so yummy. This is the salted caramel. I'm actually making these for Brian's birthday. It's his birthday this weekend. It's my partner's birthday. And this is actually his recipe he came up with. So credit to him. But I wanted to make something like this. Okay, so those are all our 4 ingredients. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is break up the keto bars. Okay, let's do that. So we have our bowl. I think we need the big one. And let's go. Okay, so we're going to break up our keto bars. Thank you. This is helping me and giving me so much energy. I know Nikki's in here too. Nikki, I missed saying hi to you earlier. Hi, Nikki. And okay, let's open the bars. They're definitely super thick. So this is what the bars look like. And let's see if it's going. We need 3 bars. How are you guys doing? Tell me how you're doing in the comments. Was today hard for you? Did you have a good day? Decent day at work? Decent day in your home? Tell me something good in your life. That would be a nice way to cheer up the group. Okay, so this is what we're going to start. I use this, I think this is a potato masher. This is what I use. But some people use a small food processor as well. But I'm going to start with the potato masher. Ooh, you guys. So I have pictures of all of this. And this is what it looks like. So you basically knead this whole thing into a ball. And I'm going to, first I'm just going to try to break them up. So my hands are going to get messy. It breaks them up. And I'm going to show you. Let's break them up. Let's go. My hands are going to definitely get messy on this. And I think it's a little bit noisy, but we're going to do our best. Okay, so hands. Wash. Here we go. Have you made? Ooh, yeah, okay, it's working out. So you got to press really hard, which is why Brian was telling me that, oh yeah, okay, this is how it is. So you press really hard. And it goes through. Yes, it is working. You guys, muscles, I worked out today. That is where I took out a lot of my, not anger, but frustration. Okay, so that's, hi. So that's what it's looking like. Let's keep going. If you're just joining us, we are making live with 4 ingredients, a cheesecake crust. And the first part of this is the crust. So we're actually gonna make the crust first. It is just 3 keto bars broken up, and you can make these. The good thing about this is you can make any crust with this. Ooh, okay, so now it's all crumbly. This feels amazing. This is what it looks like. Let me show you guys. I will show you. Okay. There you go. Looks like crumbled up bars. Hi, Janet. How are you? Workout number 2 this week. We are making, Janet, you would be so proud. Janet is an incredible keto blogger on YouTube. And Janet, you're going to be really proud because we're making a raspberry cheesecake whip, coconut whip with a keto bars crust. And the keto bars, we're breaking that up to make it into a crust. Okay, so everything's all broken up. And now I'm going to add in a little bit of Fatso. So it is a tablespoon of Fatso. And Nikki, you would be so proud of us. We actually planned and put everything out. Here's your Fatso, you guys. If you haven't tried this butter, this nut butter, it is really good. I like that it's no sugar and it's palm oil free, where there's no palm oil in it, which is really awesome. It's hard to find peanut butter, and that's why it separates. So you need to mix it up the way that I did, because palm oil is the ingredient that keeps it all smooth. There's no palm oil in it. If you're watching your ingredients, that's a big plus for Fatso. And the founder always liked to, from the beginning, she's told me that she likes to keep her price point as reasonable as possible. And she always does that with Fatso. So with the peanut butter is very fairly priced. And we do have this on Best Before right now in our shop. Okay, so let's make this messy. This is going to be messy. Okay, let's go. So this is you get your hands in there, and then you are going to mix up the peanut butter. Now the dough is feeling really good. It is actually feeling pretty awesome. I'll show you. And you can see it's just like any dough. Like, can you believe that this is keto bars just broken up? Like, it's kind of amazing. I was never one of those people that was creative, like, oh, you can turn a bar into a crust. And again, I don't know if you can do this with other bars, but I imagine that bars would make you a pretty good crust. Okay, let's go. And now I'm going to make that ball. Make that ball that I showed you in the photos. Yeah, this is really good. You guys, cooking is already cheering me up, because doing something with your hands, especially me, because I'm not that good at this stuff. Hi. I'm seeing a couple of highs come on Facebook, YouTube. Hello. This is great. Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Here you go. So that's your 3 bars. Here you go. You've got your ball, and I've picked up every last piece. Waste not, right? And then I'm going to put this here. I'm done with that. So here's a pan. I put coconut butter on it. Coconut oil on it. Even though it's no bake, at the end of the day, when the bars come out of the fridge, you need to be able to take them and show them. So you need to be, sorry. As I said, today's hard. Let me wash my hands, which is useless because I'm going to get them all dirty again. That was definitely a little bit useless, actually. But let me step back. So what I was trying to say was you can use parchment paper for your pan. You definitely need a pan that's going to go in your fridge. You can make parchment paper, or if I was out of parchment paper, so I just put some coconut oil in the pan, and that was what I did. Hello, I got the salted caramel. It is quite good. Food processor should work too. Totally, Chris. You're totally right. The food processor should work, and you could do that faster. But I think this is a potato mash. It is what I used. I don't have a food processor. Okay, now we have to press this into the bottom of the crust. So I'll show you how to do it. It's fairly easy. It's basically, you're going to, best way obviously is to do it with your hands. And let's go all the way. So I like a super thin crust. If you want another bar, you could definitely do that. But for Brian and I, we prefer a really thin crust. I don't know. Let me look at the measurements of this pan. It should say right. I don't know what this is. I think it's an 8 by, it's not an 8 by 8. I'll check and add that to the recipe, what it is. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. Oh, that was actually quite fast. I'm just, and it really seems super, like it was a small ball, so it might seem like you don't have enough, but you really do. You just keep spreading it out, and it'll go to all the corners of the pan. Oh, this is going to be really, really good. And then I'm just spreading it around to make it a little more equal. And here we go. And I think to flatten it, what I'll do is, well, let me wash my hands, and then I will flatten it out even better with a spoon. There we go. Just kind of flattening it out. This looks so good, you guys. This is going to be, I love that I just talked to like Kim Kardashian, because she always says, or Kourtney, one of the Kardashians, she's always like, you guys, I still haven't watched the season finale because I was sad, but now it's coming back on Hulu. So we'll get, and I would love your Netflix recommendations, because I am someone, I just, working in accounting and food, by the end of the day, you just want to watch, honestly, I think you want to watch reality TV, but I don't really watch as much TV as I would like to sometimes. All right, here we go. So less crust, more cheesecake. We've got your crust, like you can see how thin it is. Bottom, top, here you go. And that was it. That's your crust. It's no bake. It's super simple. It is good to get. You can make anything on top of this. It is going to solidify more in the fridge. It's going to be so good. So at the advice of somebody, I'm going to turn the Fatso jar. I'm going to take the Fatso jar and I'm going to put it upside down. I'm going to put it in the fridge. And I will do a story on it later. Ooh, you guys. I have eating evolved white chocolate in my fridge, which means I can enjoy a piece. With my decaf coffee. Okay, let's go. So we're gonna make, so we're good. Now we're gonna make the cheesecake. We're gonna make the cheesecake, the topping, which is actually super easy. We can use the same pan, because why not? Actually, I think Brian had a smaller one. So here's the whipping cream that I use. This is the Chaw's whipping cream. You need coconut whipping cream. Any whipping cream is good. Let's open. And here we go. Woo. Okay. And I think I have a knife. I can use like any knife. Let's get this out. So here is your, can I just say how sweet my husband is? He said he knew I was upset today and sad, so he prepped all the ingredients for me. It was really, really sweet. Really sweet. It is about supporting each other. All right. So that is what the whipping cream looks like. Like, how good does that look? So I think Keto Chow, the Keto Chow team redid this recipe, adapted it, and I actually think they used 2 cans of coconut whipping cream. You can definitely do that, like if that's what you want. I would make it once, see how it turns out, and then make your adaptations, because I think that's so personal. You guys, coconut whipping cream, oh, it is so good. I don't want to miss any, so I'm going to make sure we get all of it. Let's do it. Can't believe we finished the crust that fast. I really was like, this is going to take a while, but it did not, especially if you had a food processor. Okay. I mean, you got to lick your coconut cream. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to have another bite of my eating a ball of chocolate. So good. Okay. So we have our whipping cream. And now we're going to, I don't think this can come all the way, but it comes far enough that, so first I'm going to start. There you go. So I whipped it a little bit just to thicken it up. And now I'm going to add Keto Chow raspberry cheesecake, 1 serving to it. Oh my gosh, you guys. So remember last time I almost set off the fire alarm? Today I just almost broke a glass. I literally tried to stretch this. I almost broke a glass. So here's the raspberry cheesecake. Open this up. It definitely looks pink. I will show you. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. This one is one that actually, like, you know when you open some of the Keto Chow flavors, you're just like, I don't know if that smells like what it says. It always tastes like what it says, but sometimes you're like, oh, the smell. But this one, you literally, so it's like pink. Ooh, there's a lot of light shining. So hold on, I'll show you. Here you go. That is what it looks like. It's very, very pink. And I like it. So let's go. Let's mix this up. I found the Chaw's whipping cream at a place called Fiesta Farms in Toronto, Janet. But the brand Chaw's, I believe it's on Amazon. And I believe that some stores, like they have a store locator on their page. It's called Chaw's Organics. It's the only coconut cream where they don't add things. And sometimes for recipes, I find it works really well. Like, you guys, do you see this? Like, this is, oh my gosh. This is turning out so good. This is turning out so good. Oh my gosh. And it looks already delicious. I want to make sure I didn't miss any comments on Facebook, on Instagram. Let's make cheesecake. Yes, organized. Okay, amazing. Okay, let's keep going. Bought a bag yesterday. Can't hardly wait. Yay, Chris, I'm so glad. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go. I think the more I whip it, the better it is. I'm really trying to get the cord's not going to come all the way. Okay, one side. You know what? I'm going to take a little bit of coconut whipping cream and put it in my coffee. I'm going to show you again. This is the brand of coconut. I'll show you the products again. This is the Keto Chow Raspberry Cheesecake, the single serving. And then here are the keto bars that I use. These are the chocolate peanut butter, but you can use any flavor. And here is Fatso, which is the peanut butter that we have in our store. I'm putting that upside down. I think this is all good to go because we have whipped it up. You can definitely give it a lick. Yes, that is good. So definitely, if you try, I always say don't try. Ooh, there's a higher speed. This is amazing. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a really big amateur in the kitchen. Turn up the mixer a bit. Oh, thanks, Maggie. I just realized I could do that. I was like, oh, I can turn up the mixer. This is way faster. Like, look at this. Here, I'll show you. Way, way faster. All right. We have it. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. So question, what do you do? What do you do with all of the product that's on here? Okay, so let me show you what it looks like. I think that because my ring light is yellow, it's drowning out the color on, 1 second. Let me fix it. There, it's a little more white. There you go. I think this is gonna be better. Okay, I think you're gonna be able to see the pink a lot more. Here is what the pink raspberry cheesecake looks like. It is so freaking yummy. So now we have our crust. We have our crust already made. I just made this in the first half of the live. And we're going to take this cheesecake whip. Ooh, I don't know how to get this off, you guys. Somebody help me. Do I just we'll just try to get as much of it off as possible and then lick the rest? I don't even know. So remember with Keto Chow, it is a keto meal replacement, which means it has some electrolytes. And so you just need them to settle. So if you try it right off the bat, it's definitely going to be salty, which you don't, and then you're going to email us and say, it's salty, I don't like it. Yes, it is, which is why, even though they say you can have it in like 6 hours after the fridge, I definitely say overnight is always best. It gets the electrolytes to settle and it doesn't taste salty. I'm really focused on getting, as you can see, I'm all into like so I'm like, oh my gosh, get all of it out. Okay, I think I got most of it. And now I'm going to show you how I spread it around the crust. Bang it out on the edge of the bowl. Nikki, let me try to do this. I tried. I think I got most of it. Oh yeah, it came out. Some got into my hair, sure, over there. Okay. I think I got most of it. All right, so all you're gonna do, I cannot believe we're almost done. Marin says, it's the perfect end to my day. I'm currently snuggling niece. Oh, this is the perfect. I'm currently snuggling niece and seeing your face. Yay! Hi, Marin. And Marin also says she loves the recipe. Looks so fluffy. I know I love this recipe, Marin. It's so nice to see you. Has been a hard day, and it is nice to see you. And give your niece all the snuggles from all of us, because that's what babies need, snuggles. Okay, so look at how this comes out. I'm going to just quickly show you here. So Mason does not wake up 100%. I think he's down. So you guys, does this not look delicious? Like, so I didn't want to call it a cheesecake because then people are going to be like, this isn't a cheesecake, but this is a cheesecake whip. Like, how fluffy and delicious does this look? Like, it, oh my gosh. And you can really, like, you can double the crust, you can double the recipe, like, you could do whatever you want. There's no baking, and there's still more, like, there's a lot of coconut cream in here, and it's super easy to make. Look at this fluff. You guys, look at this fluff. And then you're just, this just makes me happy. And this is going to be the perfect. So we have this for like breakfast. You can put peanut butter on it. We have it for a snack. We have it for like, you know, sometimes you don't get enough, you don't eat enough at dinner. We have it for dinner, like after dinner as a kind of like an add-on. Raspberry cream dessert. Oh, I like that name. Chris, thank you. I was like, what do we call this? Because if we call it like, I don't know. I like the raspberry cream dessert, but then it doesn't have the cheesecake in it, right? And that's the flavor that a lot of people really like. So let me get all of this off the spoon. Oh, my friends, this has turned out spectacular. And sometimes like I really think some of these recipes need to be on like re-rotation in our house because we have like 200 recipes on our site. And then we just make so many of them, and then you almost forget about some of them. And this is one that I really just don't want to forget about. Like I would make this once a month. It is a great dessert, great source of fat, protein, low carb, grain-free, no sugar, almost I would say dairy-free because the casein in milk protein and keto chow is removed, which is why it doesn't hurt. Like Brian's mostly dairy-free. He feels the effects of dairy a lot. So it works for someone like him. Yes. And here you have it. The finished product, raspberry cheesecake whip with, or raspberry cream dessert, or raspberry cheesecake whip, as we call it on our site. What do we call it? We call it no bake raspberry cheesecake whip with chocolate crust. So that is what that looks like. This is going to go in the fridge. So on the recipe, we say refrigerate for 2 hours or overnight. You can cover this and store it for 6 days in your fridge. I would always say you should likely leave this overnight in your fridge for the best effect, best impact. And yeah, it is so flippin' yummy. So I hope that you make this. And if you can find, like, it doesn't have to be stuff from Switch, but if you can make, I'm trying to think, if you have any granola bars that you turn into a crust, find some sort of cheesecake inspiration and go back. Well, that would be awesome. And yeah, I hope you found this inspirational. I really love mixing a keto chow, any keto chow you like. So like chocolate, like think about chocolate, salted caramel whip, strawberry whip in the summer would be amazing. Orange cream whip, like you can go to town with this stuff. Even the pistachio, like a nutty pudding, like a nutty pudding. We do have 2 keto chia puddings too on our site, recipes that are really, really popular. And I'd want to grate a little bit of chocolate on top. Ooh, okay, Sue, that sounds like pretty delicious. And I think I might do that because I have some Eating Evolved chips, chocolate chips. So I might do that. And even grate a little bit of white chocolate on top. And the crust, what I really like about the keto bars is that you can turn them into a crust. You can actually break them up and mix them into cereal, which is really, really delicious. We have a cereal recipe on our site. I can show you that in an Instagram reel. And what else have we done with the keto bars? I feel like we've done so much stuff, but really they're just really good to have on the go. And our son loves them too, which is amazing. Marin says you can make different flavors and layer them like a trifle. Marin coming in hard, like that's amazing. Yeah, and so I hope you make this, or if you make it, tag us, or if you make something similar, I hope you feel inspired tonight. I really want to thank you for spending this time with me. I know that this live, the last couple of lives have been much more laughter and much more jokes. And it was hard for me to show up today to do this, but honestly, there was no doubt in my mind that there was no place I'd rather be. And thank you. Thank you for sharing space with me, and thank you for just giving me grace today as I go through this. And courtesy of this live, I now have this amazing dessert for Brian's birthday. So we're going to have it on his birthday, which is on Saturday. And I will go I'll go and show this to him after. He's going to be excited. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming today. I wish you all the love. And I wish you an amazing weekend next week for our show. We're going to do an olive oil taste test. We're going to go back to our Tuesday night time slot. So Tuesday night, it'll be 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, Marin. And so we're going to go back to our Tuesday schedule. We had this week made more sense because of the long weekend to do it on Thursday. And next week is super amazing. We're doing an olive oil taste test. So look out for that email on Sunday. Look out for the Facebook invite. And I will see you in 4 days. Or I'll see you on Instagram stories and Facebook. I'll see you soon. Bye, you guys. Thank you. Thanks, Mary. Take care. Bye, guys.